Pits seem to be spitting fire. Fire spitting seems to happen at... Okay, why can't I move? I'm on my ass again.
Look at you, going through the snow. Alas, for me.
I'd trade my gauntlets for a hot drink.
A land right on top of us.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
What is it? Tasty loot. Waters. That and a belt. Wand rather. Not useful here. But picking poison resistance. I don't know. I think just better off swinging.
What is going on?
Fuck. Multiple elementals fighting each other. Earth versus fire. Actually, the plastic thing dropped oil on us, so the fire elementals can burn my balls. What's that? Immolation. Is that what I have? Need to get out of this, out of the soil.
Time for some fancy footwork.
Jahan will be key here. Water slashing weakness. I doubt he'll stay frozen for a long time. Make two characters switch places. One of the characters can be. This could be a good way to also send one of our own guys to attack him. Gonna immolate my ass. No. Wait.
Need to warm up.
I'll see if I can teleport Fedora within fighting distance. Except I created perfect lock for my own guys.
I sharpened these earlier just for you!
He's spitting out fire in the surrounding.
Quiet as Sigurd's throne.
the decoy.
Cold here.
Thank you very much. Nothing else I can do. I have cold attacks, I suppose. God damn it, I don't want to let him get away. I want to see what the flurry actually does. I'm doing fire damage with my weapon, but I think the regular damage will override that. It's about 4 strikes, and it can crit too, but we can get the critical hit chance higher. It could do a lot of damage. Oh no 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 no! Right, the prison is there. Right, we need to kill the Immaculates to get the directions how to get into the prison. Right. Sort of forgetting why exactly were we coming here instead of going to the other place. Yeah, go here. Leather Brigandine. It looks actually something useful. What's your armor class? Not particularly good. This would have 8 points of extra armor, which isn't terrible. But it also wouldn't make that big of a difference.
Ways are giving me a backache. Tossing pictures has that effect on me.
Immaculate.
Consider your pain a sacrifice to the goddess.
Oh, I'd rather sacrifice someone else's pain.
We're knee deep in dead him. What in the name of the conduit do you think we've been doing?
Too much of a good thing, that's what. Killing is all fun.
A good opening shot.
It's the cleaning up afterwards that's such a bore.
Not sure if this is it. Fireball might be it.
Where there's smoke, there's fire!
Do I have a smoke grenade or something? There's a lot of range combat power they have, so I'm thinking this might be more safer for us. This way they'll at least have to spend a lot of action points from the initial pool they have to just close in. There's also a decent amount of blood, so electricity attack work well. Unless we freeze the blood, and then they'll be falling on their asses. Don't particularly care which. Okay, we can't use this here. So fire seems like a fairly good option. I need to make sure that there are no easy ways for them to escape the fire.
Pyromancer's path!
Burning fail. Tamed white wolf. We could also block things with ice a little bit. Not sure if that's a great idea. Rather, we should save it for later. So he increased the fire surface there. Didn't really aid himself much. They do seem to be very resistant to fire though. Right, I need to test out the endurance boost. And there's an invisible something coming our way. The druid, the duelist is burning just nice though. They have powerful healing abilities. Strike twice. Probably killed Frost Weaver. Also can't see the target power even though it's so close. Heck of opportunity to rescue. Right. Summon Undead Warrior. This is pretty much 100% decoy.
Fiendish
But again,
force.
better the summon creature than
If you can't stand the heat,
Portal Light. What's the range? Yeah, what are our hit points? It's probably... Ooh, that's no good. And... no, I can't do it anymore. Save your points. Resurrection. He used resurrection as in a spell resurrection, so which one of you bastards actually has that ability? What skill allows you to just resurrect the dead? Witchcraft or water would be, I guess.
need help to walk.
Nullified resistances. Okay, damage. Something needs to die. Proof Master or Stone Weaver. Maybe Proof Master. Yeah, wolves don't give a shit anymore. No, they came here to... what exactly? At least the other wolf attacking me. I think this might be because he ran over fire that I was controlling. That's bullshit, because he got basically free movement to move close to me. The other one is not something I can do anything about. I'm in a bit of a bind here because Jahan got attacked by so many people at this point. I think I'm gonna go with smoke screen. And it might not be the best thing ever to do at this point, but I really need to make sure that not too many people can just dump damage on us. Okay. I don't think we get to use our endurance spell. Although it might actually heal more if we get a temporary attribute boost. Could also try to switch places with two characters. Although I'm not sure how that would necessarily benefit me. I do need to do something about the Stoneweaver. wise. White Wolf. Fire weakness ignores water damage pretty much. I'll try to shock him, see if we can play that fight. This could shock a lot of other people too though, but gotta risk something. He ignites that, we're in trouble. No.
I need water.
We have also 3 action points. Oh shit, water damage. At least he knocked down one of them. Okay, we're not in a bad situation. They have additional units, but they're in the smoke, so they don't actually get to do all that much. The only ones who are here are pretty much unable to do anything. Taking damage from something. This is more impressive visually than it's in actual effects. Everyone's stunned. Shit. Things aren't exactly going well for us, but we're not in any major trouble either.
Papa Kinsley for my triumphant blaze.
Madora. Oh shit. It's not Madora's turn. Crap. Yeah, and the breeze is coming back to town. I need to kill that one quickly. Oh, Mr. Priest. You be quiet. And it would be great if you wouldn't heal yourself either.
Flesh rots, bones crumble, I remain!
We're in fairly good shape. I'm not too worried about our team. Saving your own ass first. Curse Frost indeed. To drain his willpower, should be very vulnerable to status effects after this. Which we can do, I suppose, maybe, possibly, no we can't. However, you can. Could you? No, I think I'll do the constitution thing. Sort of want to see, does the health bars just increase, or do I get more vitality and maximum vitality? So how exactly is this gonna work in reality? Yeah, it works in the way that both maximum and current vitality is increased by the same amount, which is fine. It might lead us to dying if our health is too low when it runs out, but it lasts for 4 turns. We can see the effect once it runs out, but we're in no danger of dying on doing this. Yeah, the important part isn't really what it does, it's that I know what it does, how it works.
I can smell your fear!
Well, I can smell something, alright.
Flare! 7, I offer you this sacrificial lamb.
Sacrificial lamb. I am not gonna hit it. What the fuck happened to your weapon? Do they have a disarming attack? Sword of Holy Flame? Yes, they probably will have. That is not good. That seemed to be an archery ability though. Right, so it works in a way that in the first step it increases both your current and maximum hit points, but when it runs out it only reduces your maximum. So there's no possibility of you dying when the effect runs out. It works in the way that gives you the most benefit out of the extra constitution.
As good as the new pin. Sweet relief.
More snow boots. I think we have 3 pairs of snow boots now. I suppose it's more important if we had a more mobile army, not the one that just stands on their toes more or less and uses smoke screens to get the enemy to come to us. It's a frozen blood that does this. the thing is, this is only a sort of an issue outside of combat. That's why I'm not gonna bother trying to fix it. This is, I assume, the temple? Oh, what else it would be? What is this? Malfunctioning. I think we want to take a closer look at that. Oh, Kit Part 1 string.
Treasure!
I don't see any reason why you wouldn't just combine these immediately. Where is Bokin Part 1? Yeah, I forgot that we have actual Hunter's Pack. Could have used some inventory, use it for inventory sorting. Decent damage, plus 1 dexterity, 30% chance to set lowered armor for 2 turns or normal attacks. Yeah, that's nice. Critical, 250% damage. Good bow, probably. I'm a bit skeptical of the damage, but the fact that it lowers armor compensates for that anyway. It's easily destructible, vulnerable to crushing. I think we should in general try to get rid of these. Maybe it's not a smart idea. I don't particularly care too much.
I will freeze you.
Usually it's not an option, so I'm sort of assuming that if you can do it, you either should do it, or it's fairly harmless to do it. So something some kind of defense basically cease to exist. The destruction of that. It does sort of seem like you only need the guy who's you control to have the snow boots. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Auto save. Retribution stout metal bracers of crafting. Crafting pickpocketing reflects melee damage as piercing damage. I don't think I could use this even on the crafter.
The void is coming.
And mythical bow does piercing and fire water damage. Plus 1 willpower, plus 1 leadership. 15% chance to set chill status for 1 turn. Unlock skill ice shard.
revealed before you.
There's an imp here.
This entire place is splattered in blood.
Yeah, that
Someone
means
must really dislike imps.
Away with you, damned Reaper! Take your scythe to grain, not my soul!
fancy feather. Who knows what heights this weather-beaten feather has seen? Perhaps hidden corners of Riplon no human eye has ever reached. Usually the quills are just feathers, not fancy feathers. I'll exchange it for... What do you want? Do you want a spiked wooden glove? That's cool, right? What happened to you?
The bane of all life-loving souls. Maniacs and their gods.
The humans, they wanted Lord Boreas's great starstone, so they fashioned him a staff, the elemental staff. It makes him king, for it dethroned his brothers. So glad was he with power, yet another bane, that we were given to the humans and their knives. Stone of stars, stone of blood, accursed be.
What can you tell me about Boreas?
In his castle, in the dungeon, the fortress we built him.
All he longs for is eternal winter, a season of pain and imprisonment everlasting.
Okay.
Fear not like I must.
Away, damned Reaper, away!
And he's dead. Wait. Farhangite is an intimidating plant. It was, after all, named after one of Rivellon's fiercest heroes. You can imagine what effect such a plant might have when mixed into a potion. Woe betide he who faces a foe who hath got a vial of Farhangite. Okay, so it's we're supposed to make potions out of it. I would assume crafting level 5 at least is required for something like that. It's very rare. You can maybe make a handful of potions, like 3 or 4. So you'd have to be very, very good.
Spy any traps ahead?
Close. This looks pretty straightforward. It's probably some kind of larger fight at the end of this. Oh, looky here, Leandra, level 20.
Now his purpose is nearly served. May he consume this entire dimension in his foolish delusions. Soon enough, my Immaculates, your conduit will raise you to divine heights. This bloodstone has an ingress between fates, our link to the next stage of being. Never mind the last of them. The stone will suffice. I believe we've done it. Yes, my Immaculates, enlightened ones, your conduit calls you to your ultimate purpose. Heed the void's call. Offer your souls to the demons that beckon you. Charming of Astarte to send her scouts upon me, but no matter. The bloodstone is mine, and the witch cannot be saved.
Yeah, he bailed. Elemental Forge. Lightened Initiates. Probably a lot of shit coming our way soon. Go with smokescreen.
Smokescreen!
They're boosting themselves, then attacking. Oath of Desecration. Plus 50% damage. Or hasting. Yeah. The hit point boost. Need to get a better idea what these guys are. Yeah, fire should not be used against them. They're vulnerable to piercing, air, and water. I suppose slashing is also included in that, but no fire. Yeah, there's a huge amount of fire immune or fire heals opponents in the main quest line. I see that as probably our biggest problem to come. I can't see them very well, so I can't really block them. Well, I got one of them. Got a few points left. Freezing touch. A 50-50 chance to get them.
Snare of the scoundrel.
Knockdown, same thing, 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance. And not going to, things aren't going our way basically.
Daggers drawn.
I don't have to worry about two of them for a while. Use a D for them. Actually, no. I don't think that's a good idea. But their turn is next, so the buff isn't exactly unwarranted. The fighters will be just fine, I don't need to do anything about them. It's a bit risky of a move though. Can I throw you too far away? Can't see. God damn it. Need to use lightning attack, but it's so goddamn risky. All of them are more or less disabled, at least for a turn.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
My dagger opens eternal wounds.
They have amazing luck with the status effects. I mean, I've gotten a couple of through, so in that sense I have no reason to complain. But they've been lucky. They've been very, very lucky with that front.
Stay for combat!
I suppose I could mute his ass, at least that means he has to do physical damage. It's not too dangerous for me. Yeah, he's doing nice damage, but only 50 points per strike, that's not too bad. Can kill more than double that. Again, 50-50 chance of success, didn't succeed. Not the worst thing ever, but still. Chance to resist, 37%. Of course he resists. You lucky son of a bitch. I can easily kill one of them. Not sure if I should waste a special ability on that though. Stunned. Okay, I certainly can't do all that much against him. He's able to defend us a little bit, I guess.
In this fight.
Also could get a decoy going, but I'm not sure if that's worthwhile. Alone he can't be doing all that much damage to me.
Feel the pain of my stay.
Oh shit.
Into the fray once more.
Yep. You are gonna go straight to hell. Pathetic or not. He's buffing himself, coming for damage. I don't think we need to do anything specific at this point. It's basically over.
Another starstone, another piece of ourselves perverted toward Leandra's will.
These stones may be valuable to us, but they are not us ourselves. Leandra cannot stop us from hunting her down.
Nothing Leandra might do could shake our identities. We are source hunters. Our job is to destroy that which would harm Rivellon.
Materialistic. Okay. I just felt that there's a chance to basically say that it affects our souls somehow, or our identities, and I've seen no basis for that, so it's hard to see it anything else but bullshit.
Sweet relief.
I mean, it could be true, but again, nothing to indicate that. Force field bypassing spell.
It has been conclusively proven, Source Hunter. The Immaculates are nothing more than vile servants of demons. They must perish to a man. We must show no mercy. Be they any exponent of human nature, man or woman, fair or foul, sweet or savage, they must all be put to the sword without exception. Blood begets blood. Demons beget death.
Sure. Scarlet will say, "You're too harsh. Mercy has its merit."
It displeases me greatly that you do not seem to steer the same course. A course plotted in blood that cleaves through a scarlet sea. Mercy misguides at least one of you hunters. For what happens to the clement predator? It starves. No, better to steer my straightforward course. The course of the sword aimed at the heart of all that is demon-aligned.
Yeah, but the problem is that a lot of the people joining the organization have no idea about this. They're just arbitrarily killing them. That's just wrong. Rank Air skill book. Yeah, good thing I have no idea how to do those, so if we do. Probably don't have the skills either. The scrolls are what bother me. I think I might be able to do blank scrolls, but how do you proceed from that? Can I only produce scrolls that I already know? But that seems sort of dull. I mean, it's not terrible, but I feel like there has to be something else than that. And honestly, I'm not too keen on testing much about it. It's so time consuming, and there's no guarantee that you'll actually get anything useful out of it. So I'd rather do it on my own time unless it becomes necessary to see things through. If not, I'm not too keen. It's an exception if I have an idea or I get the proper book that I have a recipe to follow. I haven't checked my... I think lack of crafting might have been also a limiting factor when I initially tried it. I might have the crafting ability. I'm thinking at least crafting 4 before I go on another crafting attempt. 5 might not be necessary for everything, but yeah, I think I had 3 crafting. 1 from the skill and 2 crafting items. Illicit leather cap of protection. It has hit points. Because it's fine. Not particularly good or anything. It's a chest piece of crappiness. I'm ready to believing though. Armor rating is just so low. A wizard might be able to get something out of it. Leader's Menaulion of Ice. It's a two-handed weapon of piercing variety. Does water damage, plus 1 leadership. Can chill a target being used. More importantly, you had extra items. That's a staff. Fire staff, good one. Leadership and hit points. But this, a mythical amulet. Earth resistance, air resistance, reflect 15% of any damage as fire damage. And we have some kind of reflection item already. The problem here is the damage type, I think, more than anything else. Yeah, reflect 15% of any damage as fire damage, so we already have this, except it has better resistances. So now we have different resistances and fire damage again. I don't care too much. I suppose if we go for like 100% resistance to fire or any other element, these would be very useful. So I'm inclined to hold on to those sub items in general. What the hell am I supposed to do with an elemental torch though? It is no, it is elemental forge. It is not. Can I just shove some kind of it's fire essence there, for example? It's not an actual thing.